Hello and welcome, David Baker. Welcome to the Wisdom for Life podcast. I have a short one for you today. Something very interesting. I think you'll find uh, weird, scary, crazy. What's your attitude toward children? What's your attitude toward children? What do you think of when you think of children? Some people think of obnoxious brats, rug rats. They think of annoying, obnoxious, crying, whining, all kind of trouble. Some people think that when they think about children. What do you think about? There is what's going around called the child-free movement. This child-free movement is having teenagers and people in their 20s sterilizing themselves. Girls getting their tubes tied, guys getting vasectomies as teenagers and in their 20s committing to not have children. Boy, should that be the attitude? Why do they have that? By the way, the people that do, many of them are wanting to reverse it later on. These are permanent things, and many times you cannot reverse them. Sometimes they can have surgery, reverse them, and things work. Many times they cannot. And they're making life-changing adult decisions when they're young. And I'm not going to read all of them, but doing the study on this child-free movement, they say that the reason why they're doing it is, number one, is environmental impact. The environmental impact of having a child. This child is going to produce 58.6 tons of CO2 emission per year. The best thing we can do to cut down CO2 emissions is stop having kids. That's literally being taught. Crazy. By the way, CO2 is not a poisonous gas. We exhale it, and plants take it in and put out oxygen. What a great system. Almost like God planned it that way. But they believe that. That's environmental impact. Then the economic impact. According to USDA, raising a child, the cost of that is up to $233,610. You just don't have the money for that. You know, from birth to 17, $233,000. It goes up all the time. Who knows what it is now? We have 11 children. Guess what? Do you think we spent $233,000 on each child from birth to 17? No, we did not. Neither do you have to. Crazy. They're trying to scare people having kids. Stress level. Oh, it's going to increase your stress by 20 to 22%. Unhappiness. People with children are less happy. Sleep. You're not going to get as much sleep. Poor eating, overpopulation, logistics, passing down mental and physical issues and marital issues. They're trying to do everything they can to keep people from having children and to accept a childless society and a childless life. That's a sad thing. Hey, what is the Bible's attitude toward children? What is that? This is Psalm 127:3. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord. The fruit of the womb is his reward. It's a gift. It's a reward. It's heritage that God gives us. As arrows are in the hands of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Happy is a man that hath his quiver full of them. He shall not be ashamed, but he shall stand. He shall speak with the enemies in the gate. Okay? What a big deal. Children, what they are. What a gift that they are. What a heritage they are. Do you have that attitude toward children? Or is your attitude negative? Is it down? So many people have a negative and a down attitude toward children. By the way, what was Jesus' attitude toward children? I love it. Mark chapter 10, verse 13. And they brought young children to him, that he should touch them. And his disciples rebuked those that brought them. When Jesus saw it, he was much displeased and said, Suffer the little children to come unto me, and forbid them not, for such is the kingdom of God. Verily I say unto you, whosoever shall not receive the kingdom of God as a little child shall not enter therein. And he took them up in his arms, put his hands upon them, and blessed them. Boy, that's a video I'd love to watch. Wouldn't that be beautiful and sweet? Sing Jesus, pick up these little children and hug them and love them and bless them and pray for them. That's Jesus' attitude toward children. What is yours? Oh, children, rugrats. Oh, they're brats. They're obnoxious. Snotty-nosed kids. Can't wait till they're gone. 2 more years. They're out of the house. I'm done. That is not the attitude. The attitude we're supposed to have is our blessings, our gifts of God. God gives them to us. We're to teach and train, sharpen them up to be used for God. That's our job. I was talking to a couple of our boys the other day, the younger ones, and saying this responsibility that they have to learn, to have what they've learned, to grow up the way they've grown up. I did not win a soul to Christ when I was 21. Never even heard about it. And my son, 13, he spoke up and said, "Dad, I got to lead my first soul to Christ at 8. I said, "Wow, son, what a big deal that is. The responsibility, what you guys to learn and grow and do, what a big deal that is." Okay? Very, very, very important to be able to do that. So what's your attitude toward kids? They're a gift. They're a blessing. So because of that, let's teach them, let's train them, let's love them, let's command them. God said about Abraham, I know Abraham, he will command his children after him. And then let's present them to the Lord. Give them back to God. They're God's children. We're just to teach them and train them and use them for God. Okay? Hey, make sure you have the right attitude toward children. It's amazing how many people, they don't want to have kids for years and years because it's going to ruin their life. Whew, somebody's got the wrong attitude. All right, God bless. We'll talk to you next time.